Hey guys, what's going on? Caleb here, and today I'll be doing a tutorial on how to build a trench. In the last video, somebody requested for me to do a tutorial on how to build a trench. I searched around YouTube to see if there are any trenches of today's building standards. If you guys on Flickr know what I'm talking about, if you just search up Lego trenches tutorial on YouTube, you don't really see that many, I guess, more detailed ones like you would see now. So anyway, guys, I will be showing you guys two different ways to build one, then a little bit of a modification to the other version. This is one of the ways I'll be showing you guys how to build it. This is not the modified version. So yeah, I'll be doing this again in portions. So I'll see you guys in the next part. Alright guys, so for this portion of the video, we'll be building the style of trench I used in my last video, in my Battle of Gallipoli mock. So to start out, you're going to need a few of these bricks, the 1x4s, or any other brick that just has studs on the side, and you're going to start laying them out where you want the divide to be. And normally I wouldn't have this back area just layered. I would definitely save my parts and not use these, and just put another plate underneath of this. But I'm just doing this for the video. So anyway, after that, you're going to want to get what you're going to be using for your walls, which I use dark tan plates. So we're just going to lay these out and start, laying them down one by one. It doesn't have to be in any specific order. These can be all random. And to start adding some detail, you can get some sloped, some angled plates. That always makes it look really nice. So simple things like this can easily improve just a very simple build. I am starting to do new techniques doing stuff like this. I'm trying to find a plate that can kind of angle correctly and fix this, kind of like that. I don't think I'll be able to find one though, but I think everything else is angled. Oh, never mind. There we go. There's a perfect match. Okay, so now to start, it's very random how you build this kind of stuff. So just try to have a nice flow to it. It doesn't have to be all square-like, if you know what I mean. Not plain. It just needs to be different and have a lot of detail, which, again, is what you should try going for if you want to become better at building. Doesn't matter if you don't have that many parts. Just try to get as much detail as possible, because quality is better than quantity, in my opinion. So, anyway, now I'm going to start, I guess, laying out some details in the bottom of the trench as well, just to make it look nice. So this is already, the trench wall is already looking good. You can see the angles of it and stuff. I will be adding some more sloping down here though, so just give me a few moments to do that. I want to add some contrasting colors to this, so I'll just get some other colors to add on down here. Okay, so let's try to find a 1x1. There we go. So just put that in that little opening. Again, you guys don't really need to build this like I am. I'm just giving you a little example of how you build this one. It's very free with how you can build it. Yeah, it's just basically how you want it to be, however it looks. I'm going to go into my tile bin and get some dark gray ones. Also, adding tiles to, battlefields or whatever, it actually looks really nice if you guys have never tried it out. Flat surfaces add a lot of nice contrast to a build. Oops, sorry. This, I was trying to add down add a tile in a spot that would not work, so I just had to take that apart, but it's fine. So I guess I'll just put this right here, stick it on there, and now I'll just try to even stuff out a little bit, give it some nice depth and detail, just spreading out the layering. If you have noticed in that last video, I tried putting a lot of layering in it to give some just details and stuff. It's very simple, very small scenes, but layering can actually go a long way for you. So yeah, just gonna make this a little bit more random as I go. Alright, that's not gonna work. Okay, so I think that this should be good right now for this part of the trench. Now I'm just going to start building up the outside of it. So I have some filler brick, which is basically just random big pieces you have. I will only be using like certain parts of this selection, but you can see just random things like this. I can't really, actually no, I can get these parts out, just I was too lazy to when I put them in the filler brick bag. So I'll just pull out some longer bricks, kind of like 1x6s, not 1x6s, 2x6s. And actually, you know what, yeah, I actually do have a few 1x6s in here, but basically, you're going to want to get some other smaller pieces that can help fill gaps. And you're just going to have them stack up on one side. I'm going to be using some of these cylindrical bricks, just because why not? They don't get used too much anyway. So this is pretty supportive, and you can add on more bricks on this side. So I'm just going to lay that down right here on the back. Now, just get 2 more of these cylindrical bricks, set them down right there, and now I can have it spreading out a little bit more. Since this is just a small space, I can just add a 2x2 brick like that. And now it's looking pretty sturdy. Now I'll just add some more support bricks right there so I can have a nice strong build. Filler brick, guys, it doesn't have to be anything certain, like special, but I try to use the bricks that I don't use that often. I absolutely love like the bricks that have the engraving on the side of them, like these. I think they're called profiling bricks. I don't know, but they do look really nice. I actually don't use them too often, so that's why I'm using them now. This area right here, I think if I put down the white, it's going to show. Yeah, that's not going to look good, so I'm just going to take that apart and just kind of randomly build in that little crevice. So I'll get some of the 2x4s and lay them down right there. So it has like a nice little rise right there. And I'll just finish off the back area. So it's not really, again, it's not hard at all to do anything that I build. I just try to help inspire you guys and grow the military side of the community. It's kind of died down a little bit over the past few years, but at least I have a pretty successful channel, and you guys still enjoy watching my content. So anyway, let's set this down. It appears I'm going to need another 2x2. I don't know if I have any in the bag. I have a lot of scenes on the Carrington mock. Oh, one more 2x2. Okay, so now I'm just going to start laying out some of these 2x4s. I do have more in a bag, so if I have to slide over and get them, I will. I think this might actually just work. Just barely, anyway. So, just keep filling it out. Okay. Rip. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. I'm going to need to cover up this back area, so I'll grab the extra bag that I had of 2x4s and just pull a few out. Oh, there appears to be some 2x6s, so whatever. Okay, so this is just, I guess, an overhead view of it so far. So anyway, let's go into the back and grab some more pieces just to fill up this area and start closing off the like the bad colors that you don't want to be seen on the mock. Okay. I don't know how I want to approach this little hole right here. I could just do that and then get another piece underneath of it, but I'll see if I have another color. Well, not another color, another angle. It appears not. Well, I can always use a 2x2 tile, which I will be doing because it looks good again when you have some of that flat mixing. And now I'll just add some plates right there, some small pieces, and just finish off the back. And by the way, guys, when I do mocks, I normally try to cover up the sides because this under area doesn't look too good in person or on camera. So I'm just doing this so you guys have an example. So now that you have this part done, let's just keep on adding some layering. I don't know if I'll show you guys some layering in the next part. I'm just trying to give you guys an example of how you can really make scenes look better. I'm not going to do an individual layering tutorial because that does not seem too helpful. I guess it doesn't really matter. Like all I have to say is be random with how you place your parts, and that's the entire video. So I guess it's just a good time to mention it while I'm talking about one of the most uneven parts of mocks, I guess you could say. One of the most important parts if you're trying to do something like World War I. So let's get this refocused. Trying to cover up some of those holes that are kind of in the back of these plates. Like small things, they're fine, I don't really care. But the big stuff that I don't want to be seen. So this is actually shaping up pretty nicely. I actually might take a photo of this just to keep or have for the, I guess the thumbnail for this video. This is actually, right now as I'm recording, this is the first thing I'm taking video of. I'll do this part of the tutorial, and then I guess maybe 2 other parts. I might do a little modification to this and just re-record it a little bit. You will see what I'm talking about. It's going to look pretty nice. So I think that's about it for this layering up top. Just going to add some finishing details. Alright, so there you have your layering. So if you guys have noticed, in most videos that you see other people do, you will always see studs laying around a scene. I guess the show as like they are rocks or something. But it does give nice detail, so I'll just lay down a few studs randomly around the scene. Now I'll get some other things like plates, and I'll just stick them wherever looks best. Okay, so that's pretty good. Another thing that you might want to see in a trench is some barbed wire right around here. So what I use are just normal 1 brick high cones. Not cones, I mean, what is this? Cylinders. So just stack them right around here. Let's make them be a little bit more centered. Okay, then get a piece of chain and just slowly start curling it up. There we go. Oh geez, I didn't realize how long this video is. I might have to cut it down a little bit. Okay, so now let's just get another chain and start curling that one up. And it has a nice barbed wire look. I know Lego does produce an actual barbed wire piece. I've seen it. I don't completely like it. I like the chains a lot more because it's not only is it a little bit cheaper, but it just feels more like Lego, I guess. So there you go. Other small things like let's say a box, they might make your scene look nicer, or a little random wheel sitting in the trench, along with some of your tools used for digging. Add an axe right there. And then, of course, you have your World War I figures. So this one is just a little Scottish figure, by the way. So anyway, guys, let's just do a little pan around the around this version of trench. So again, you have layering on top. I'm just going to leave this for the next few videos, hopefully. I don't have to take it apart too much. Alright guys, so for the next portion of this video, I did take off some of the parts from the last part of it. Just so I can show you guys another way you can make the trench look nice. A lot of the parts are the same, just missing a little bit. We can add on some more details though. So basically what you want to do is just get some brown tiles. Right now I just have 1x4s and some 1x6s. And you're basically just going to put the planks on the walls of the trench. And it looks really nice actually. I might start doing this as my main way of building trenches. Now, I do not have a 1x1 brown tile to fill up this little part right here, but I think you guys get it. It just kind of looks like the wood's actually holding up the dirt. And again, you can add in some, like, you know, extra dark tan parts to make the layering look nice. So yeah, that's a plus. So this is just the second version. Very simple, guys. So yeah, let's move on to the next part. Alright guys, so now for the final portion of the video, I'll show you the last way I built a trench. This is one of those log type of bricks. I use those and, well, the 1x4s and the 1x2 versions of that. So normally I do like a I guess a 3-layer combination, so it keeps it nice and sturdy. It's not really gonna come apart or split this way if I did that, unlike if it was just a whole bunch of the 1x2 stacked on top of each other. But anyway, let's get a 1x4 plate and attach it right to the back of that, and then pull out your small plates and get one that has like this L shape on it. You guys probably have this piece. And on top of that, place down the a 1x2. So it should look something like this so far. Well, it doesn't have to be exactly the same length as I'm building, but this is basically the way that I build every one of the trenches. That looks like this. Well, at least the walls of it. Okay, so now we are just going to add on, I think it's one more length after this of the bricks. So I'll just go back into the bag and grab some of the bigger ones because this is a small scene. Okay, so now I'll just finish that off with a 1x4 tile. Should look like this on one side, and then on the back you should have a little connection point basically. So get a brick with a stud on the side and attach it to the back of it like so. Now it can be planted into the scene, so just set it down right on the back. Alright, some like plates will overhang the edge a little bit depending on how you build them, how long, but personally it doesn't really matter to me. Just give you guys another view on that because the camera just focused. So anyway, now you're going to have to fill up this back area. So it will still be the 4 length, so I don't really have to change the size of piece I'm using. So I'll just get some filler brick and start stacking it up. Okay, sorry, I think my hand just hit the camera stand, which, by the way, is built out of Lego, so good way to save money through self-sufficiency. Anyway, so now let's lay this down. It appears that one of these bricks is a little long for the side, so I'll just go back into the parts bag and sort that out. I believe this should work now. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so now I'll just go into the bin of not 1x4, 2x4s, and just cover up that back area. Flip it around, cover that space up, and if you guys want, it does look nice in my opinion. You could just get some plates and kind of angle them, but cover up the top of the trench. Maybe sometimes have some of it hanging over, so it kind of has a just sloppy feel. That's I kind of like how when trenches look like that. Just gives it some realistic, great war, muddy condition kind of look. And I guess I'll just do some more of that layering, just so you guys can see it again. I'll move this a little closer. Okay, so I'll pick up this little piece right here so I can add down. Well, place one of the bigger plates. Just add some detail throughout the scene. Alright, so I think that's all I really need to do for the layering. So I'll just put some of that barbed wire right back on top, because I don't think I could close off a video without a fully built trench, could I? No, so let's just twirl that up. I'll place the bricks down so I don't have to twirl the whole thing. So let's just start twisting that chain, and it'll start building up as you see. I think, yeah, this is a good length. So if it does like drop like that, and if you tighten it more, it just gets really firm. Just slide out the chain parts, of the connections on these like stud parts, out to the sides, and it gives it a nice straight pull. Then I'll just attach another one of these chains and just, again, wrap it up. Alright, I might have to unwind this just a little bit. It's not holding that well. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. Again, just add some of those minor details. So maybe add a little box, and for some reason a wagon wheel. In the last video you guys actually saw this combination of parts right here in the in Gallipoli, just kind of sitting out in the open. Small things like that just make a mock look nicer. Just the random details, I especially love those. So anyway, guys, that about wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I know on Gallipoli somebody asked me to do a tutorial, so I'm just showing you guys all the ways I build trenches and how I might build them in the future with that second version, which I really like that. But if you see this, I also like how this trench system works. So whatever, just however you guys think that you should build your scenes, just do it that way. So anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up this tutorial. So thank you guys all for watching. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, guys, and goodbye.